Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to tackle something we all struggle with from time to time. How do you come up with a truly great idea? Well, by the end of this, you are going to have a whole mental toolbox ready to go, designed to help you unlock that creative spark whenever you need it. So let's get into it. You know the feeling, right? You're just staring at a blank screen, a whiteboard, or maybe just at the ceiling, waiting for that brilliant idea to just pop into your head. But it doesn't. That feeling of being totally stuck, it's the worst. But believe me, it does not have to be your default state. See, here's the big secret. Creativity isn't some kind of magic lightning strike that you just have to wait around for. Nope, it's a craft. It's a skill. And like any skill, you can practice it and get better at it. The key is just having the right tools for the job. So today, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna build your idea generation toolbox, one tool at a time. All right, first tool out of the box. This is the big one, the classic that everybody knows, brainstorming. You should think of this as the trusty hammer in your toolbox. It's powerful, it's versatile, and it's pretty much the perfect place to start when you're building something completely from scratch. So what's the core idea behind brainstorming? It's actually really simple. It's all about quantity over quality. For real. The goal here is not to find the perfect idea. The goal is to generate the most ideas possible in a short burst with zero criticism. Let it all out, the good, the bad, the totally ridiculous. Because sometimes that killer idea is hiding just behind a bunch of silly ones. And the process is so straightforward. First, you've got to have a clear focus. What's the actual question you're trying to answer? Then, you just open the floodgates. This is the generate freely phase, and it is a strict no bad ideas zone. Seriously. And finally, you build on what other people say. It's a technique sometimes called hitchhiking, where one person's thought sparks a whole chain reaction of new ideas. So when do you pull out this brainstorming hammer? You use it when you're starting with a blank canvas. It is the perfect tool for when you just need to fill the space with as many raw, unfiltered, and wild possibilities as you can possibly think of. Okay, let's grab our next tool. Now, if brainstorming is the big hammer, this next one, this is more like a precision screwdriver. We are going to flip the whole concept completely on its head with something called reverse brainstorming. Now, I know this sounds a little strange, but stick with me, because it's incredibly powerful. Instead of asking, how do we make this great, you ask, how could we make this an absolute total disaster? By brainstorming all the ways to make something worse, you actually start to see all these hidden problems and potential issues you would have never noticed otherwise. So here's how you actually do it. First, you identify the exact problem or process you want to improve. Then, you get to be the villain. Think of all the ways you could sabotage it or just make it fail completely. But here's where the magic happens. In that last step, you take your whole list of problems and you flip every single one of them. Each problem then reveals its own powerful built-in solution. This is your go-to tool when you're not starting from zero, but when you're trying to make something that already exists even better. It's perfect for stress testing a plan, for finding hidden bugs in a process, or for taking a pretty good idea and making it rock solid by figuring out what could possibly go wrong ahead of time. All right, time for our third set of tools. And this batch is for all of us who really need to see our thoughts to make any sense of them. We're moving away from simple lists and getting into layouts with visual mapping techniques. The main idea here is super simple. Get all those swirling ideas out of your head and into a physical space where you can actually play with them. You know, when you can literally move concepts around, draw lines between them, and cluster them into groups, you suddenly start to see all these connections and patterns that were totally invisible before. And there are so many great ways to do this. You could go with a classic mind map, with a central idea in the middle and everything branching out. Or you could cover a wall in sticky notes, which are awesome because you can easily move them around and regroup them as you figure things out. Things like sort cards or meta planning do the same thing. They just help you physically organize complex information so it finally looks clear. So when is the right time to go visual? Basically, anytime you're feeling totally overwhelmed by how complex something is. If you're trying to manage a big project that has a ton of moving parts, or if you're just trying to figure out how a dozen different ideas all connect, mapping them out is honestly the best way to finally see that big picture. Okay, so we've stocked your toolbox with some really fantastic gear, but here's the thing. A pile of tools is pretty useless if you don't know which one to grab. A true master craftsperson knows exactly which tool to use for which job.
So let's just lay it all out, side by side. Look, this isn't about which method is best. It's about matching the right tool to the task at hand. If you're at the very start and you need tons of options, you need to open things up, that's called divergent thinking. And that's when you use brainstorming. If you've already got an idea and you need to refine it and focus in, that's convergent thinking, time for reverse brainstorming. And when you're just lost in the complexity of it all, that's when you need relational thinking and you grab your visual mapping tools. Knowing which mode you need to be in, that is the real skill.
So there you have it. Your toolbox is officially opened. You've got the classic hammer for big new construction, you've got the precision toolkit for all the fine-tuning, and you've got the visual blueprints for planning it all out. You're no longer stuck waiting for inspiration to strike. You are now fully equipped to build it yourself. So the only question left is, what are you going to build first?